Welcome. This presentation has been crafted for your viewing pleasure. Today, we will be speaking on emotional intelligence in the realm of leadership. We will be breaking down how emotional intelligence affects leadership positions, how to enhance these internal skills, and how these skills appear in everyday life all around us. Emotional intelligence has four definitions, described by Peter Salovey, John Mayer, Reuven Bar-On, and Rick Aberman. Salovey and Mayer state that many people lack interpersonal skills, which are attributed to the inability to recognize their shortcomings, and they define emotional intelligence as the ability to recognize these traits within oneself. Reuven Bar-On believes that emotional intelligence is a way to measure human effectiveness, and goes on to describe this as the 15 abilities needed to cope with situations. Rick Aberman states that emotional intelligence is at its best when thoughts, feelings, and actions are in alignment. In Daniel Goleman's book, he breaks down the very nature of emotional intelligence through lives lived and human characteristics that stem of natural and environmental factors. Self-awareness is seen as the center of emotional intelligence, the ability to not only see your own strengths and weaknesses, but to assess how your emotions may affect those around you. Research conducted by psychologist Tasha Eurich states 95% of the population believe they are self-aware, but only about 10 to 15% actually possess this trait. Self-management refers to self-control, having the ability to control your emotions and actions, especially in stressful environments. Social awareness is the ability to recognize and understand the emotions of others. Relationship management refers to your ability to work with others in conflicting or stressful situations. Jobs that will require all of these skills and a high degree of emotional intelligence are the careers listed here as an example, and many more. Research performed by Travis Bradbury suggests that only 36% of people have the ability to diffuse arguments and stay calm in stressful situations. Luckily, employees are shown to be 93% more productive after receiving EQ and stress management training, according to a study conducted at Motorola manufacturing site. These statistics together strongly suggest that it is in the employer's best interest to offer training centered in knowledge of EQ standards and expectations. Some practices that have shown to improve EQ in employees are 360-degree assessment, actively receiving feedback from superiors while undergoing personal assessment, active listening, paying active attention to your own emotions, and journaling, writing down your own emotions and reflecting on decisions made in regard to those emotions in that moment to improve your future responses. 75% of participants admitted to using EQ to decide promotional standings and raises in pay, according to Lee Hetch Harrison Penna survey. Yet 68% of organizations don't actually provide any tools to identify or develop EQ, seemingly leading to failure for those who do not already have strong EQ traits. Accordingly, most employers agree emotional intelligence is essential for growth and success. A study by Talent Smart discovered, on average, individuals with high emotional intelligence make $29,000 more annually than low EQ professionals. Employers that do not make point of implementing plans for developing EQ in their employees will have higher turnover rates, lower morale, and less team involvement overall. To conclude, emotional intelligence is a very important skill to gain and master. It is also wise of employers to nurture these skills in their employees for the best rates of success. Thank you for listening.